Carpenter, principal of Clear Springs Elementary. This is my 23rd year in education, 6 years as a teacher, and now 17 years as a principal. PreciouStatus has been phenomenal for our school. PreciouStatus helps to create instant partnerships between our parents and our teachers, and that level of connection has been fantastic. I think the thing that stands out for me most is a post-observation conference I had with a teacher, and I said, what has PreciouStatus done for your communication with your parents? And she said, well, mostly what it's done is I've eliminated my weekly newsletter because my weekly newsletter seems stale. It just isn't relevant anymore. And the PreciouStatus instant communication has really allowed her parents to know what's happening in the classroom all the time, automatically. And her parents have told her, she surveyed them and said, what has it done for our relationship and our communication? And overwhelmingly they said, trust us, you don't need the classroom newsletter anymore. You're giving us everything we need. The teachers I've talked to have all said to a person, it's been easier than they thought. The parents can't get enough of it. And it's really a high quality communication tool. And so all of the worries have just dissipated, and teachers are saying they really love it, and they're talking to their teammates, and their teammates are wanting to get on board. So that's the biggest surprise, that it's been so easy and so effective.
And I love PreciouStatus. I love the fact that I get push notifications. I get updates on what the kids were up to that day, videos from the day that the teachers may have put on the website. If my daughter's having a great day, I'll get a great picture of that. If she did great on a test, I'll get a little update on that. And I love the fact that I actually know what's going on at the school when my kids are there, and that I get pictures during the day. I just love to see them in the learning environment. As a parent, it's really allowed me to be really connected to my kids while they're at school. I just feel like I actually know what's going on at school, which when I didn't have this before, I wouldn't even know what to talk to my kids about, what they did at school, and you kind of take their word for it. So this gives you a really good connection with those teachers, and they give you a good connection with what's happening in the classroom.
So today I was teaching a lesson on polygons, and I could send a picture right away to the families to show the creations that the students were making, things that don't get to go home to those families. Because it's so easily accessible from an iPad, a cell phone, or a computer, parents are checking throughout the day and seeing things a lot quicker than they used to do. Email might have a little bit too much, too many words. It takes very little time, very easy, very quick, and really saves me a lot of time in what I'm sharing with families in newsletters.
I think what excited me about PreciouStatus was I wanted something that would be easy for the staff to implement, because they're certainly busy enough as it is with their day-to-day teaching. But I also wanted something that would be meaningful for parents. And I think we have found both. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from people in the community, parents stopping by the school, sending me an email saying they just love getting updates on what their child is doing in school. Makes me think I wish we would have had this when I had kids in school, because it certainly seems like the parents are enjoying that aspect of it. I think I was surprised by the amount of enthusiasm on the parts of the teachers who are really using it a lot.
So one of the ways that parents have just really shared that they valued about this system, and as well as my team getting the word out, is just the population of children that I work with, many of them are nonverbal or have limited speaking abilities, so their ability to go home and say, Mom, Dad, guess what I did at school today, is so limited. So the fact that now my team can take a quick picture of a student, petting a guinea pig and say, hey, I got to pet this guinea pig that visited our class today, they can pull that out, on their iPad or their phone at the table and just, kind of show it to the entire family, and the family can know, what happened, and engage their kiddos in conversation or validate that that happened to them today. And the fact that that's coming not only from me, but it's coming from the people who were there right away to witness it and observed it, and can maybe use more details in their description of that event, is just what I've really loved about it.
Even just at parent-teacher conferences a couple weeks ago, a couple parents mentioned to me, I really like that we can come home and sit down and talk about what what they talked about at school, and they know where they know where to start, and that can lead to something else that leads to something else. So that's what an education should be. It should be parents and teachers working together. And a weekly newsletter was a good start to that, but I think more real-time instant feedback has really been what's made it even better.
Was like a month ago, 6 weeks ago, that they started using this the new software to let us know what was going on in the classroom. And I gotta say, it's been really interesting. Our daughter's at the age where now she starts, when you ask her what she did at night or at school, she'll say, "Oh no." And she's real kind of standoffish about it. And so it's been really great to kind of get these updates from Mr. Green about what's going on in the classroom. I remember when the first day we got an update and we told her, "Oh, you did this today in class." She got real kind of nervous. She's like, "How'd you know?" She started looking around. And we said, no, we explained to her what was going on. But she said, "Oh, that's cool." And so it's been a really great way to start conversation at the end of the day because we'll have something. It more feels like you're up in the classroom as a part of the experience. I'm not a helicopter parent by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, we're probably more hands-off than most parents would appreciate. But I think we're hands-off in a way that we think we're making informed decisions about how we're hands-off, and we can't do that if we don't know what's going on in the classroom. And so I really, really like that aspect of it, that I get to know what's happening during the day. And so if I need to engage and I feel like I want to talk about it, I can.
I will admit I was thinking this sounded really crazy and ridiculous to have some sort of app like this, but as I've started to use it more and reading everything that Green is posting, I've been really enjoying it. It's a nice way for us to connect to our daughter who is going through those preteen years of, oh, I don't have to tell mom and dad everything.
I'm Tingting Alanen. I've been teaching at Excelsior Elementary Chinese Immersion for 8 years. 家长们都非常喜欢 PreciouStatus。在上一次开家长会的时候，很多家长都告诉我，他们非常高兴收到这些每天的更新他的小孩在学校都做了什么，现在他们就更清楚了。小孩到家以后，他们知道问一些怎么样的问题来和他的小孩有更深入的对话，可以知道他们在学校到底过得怎么样，然后小孩也更愿意回答家长提出的这些问题，他们甚至很激动的愿意跟家长分享他们一天在学校的情况，所以家长是非常满意的，同时也为我节省了很多回家长email 的时间，这些时间我可以用来更好的准备我的教学。
I've had many parents contact me and call me, talk to me at parent-teacher conferences, anything, and mention, I love PreciouStatus, and that was in the very early stages of using it, and so that really helped me make sure that I use it more and more. I was surprised by how quick and how positive the feedback was from the parents.
Yeah, I'm always worried about teacher time and how much time and effort's going to go into new things because their plates are so full. And what we found rather quickly was that PreciouStatus is a terrific way to engage families, and it's quick and it's easy. Parents at Excelsior really, really love getting the notifications, and they've, I've had lots of comments from parents saying, PreciouStatus, we love this. A terrific tool to communicate with parents, and it's easy. That's what's so wonderful. It's not complicated. It's simply a click and send. Really powerful and meaningful as well. I know parents, everyone is carrying their devices. That's how we live these days. And to have, something from your child's classroom pop up throughout the day, what a spectacular, thing. We're very, very excited about PreciouStatus, and I look forward to it growing and flourishing, and for all of my teachers soon to be logged on and using it. And yeah, we're just real excited.
It's the culture between parents and school. This seems so much stronger. parents have an idea of what's going on. I actually get less emails from parents because of the updates. I do get less emails because they're informed. I don't get the emails asking so many questions about what's happening, what's going on next week, because with the constant updates, they know what's going on. So it actually makes, I guess I do save time in that aspect.
What I really like is when I get a picture or a status update on my phone, and it's a picture, I can also share that picture, and I can share that with family members or on Facebook. It's very handy. There was an art project last week I was very proud of for her fine motor skills and cutting, and I was able to click on the picture and share that, and boy, it was just a lot of people in her village really liked seeing that real time.
I'm just so grateful for the tool. You know, in this day and age, parents are coming to us now more and more as digital natives. It used to be that parents were digital immigrants and we were keeping up with the kids. The cool part now is that the parents really are craving the instant communication in their hands, and they're driving it more and more with our staff. And I love the effect that's taken place where now it's a symbiotic relationship between parents and staff where the communication is instant and it's really highly effective. So that's been a real joy to observe as a principal.